What's good, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of the playoffs on the Hardwood Rundown podcast. We today are going to recap. Well, no, actually, sorry. We recapped the first round last week. We're about halfway through the second round now. A lot of good series going on at the moment. So we'll talk about those, give our thoughts, and kind of see where our predictions are at from last week, because mine certainly have changed. Lockie, how are you, bro?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Vibes are immaculate, as always.
Let's get it.
Living the dream. Yes, sir. No basketball, though, which sucks.
Yeah, hey, out
For
for
those who
eight
don't
weeks or
know.
something.
Yeah, bro. Too long.
Yeah.
Get back on that court.
So LeBron would
Um,
have played through it, but
yeah,
I
I know.
guess you're just not him.
Yeah. Yeah. Killer instinct.
Yeah.
Instinct. All right. Let's kick it off with probably one of the least entertaining series from, in my opinion, Miami and New York. Um 3-1 lead for Miami. I kind of expected this coming in. Like, Julius Randle's basically disappeared, hasn't done a whole lot. Jimmy is always doing his thing. I just feel like now it looks like he's just everyone around him is playing a bit better. It seems like there's a really good energy around the team to kind of fuel their fire, which is really good. Yeah, I don't think the Knicks have got too much to give Miami a better series than what's been transpiring right now.
Yeah. I don't think they have like they don't really have any momentum. Like, because even if they like still lost game 4, but they had
Mm.
like a good go at it, and like even if they had a bit of tussle, just a bit something, a bit of physicality, a bit of a fight, just to kind of
Yeah.
show that they're actually emotionally engaged, it would
Mm.
make me think that game 5 will be different, but I don't. Yeah, I doubt it now. Like, they don't really have any spark, any momentum, and it's hard to just get that all of a sudden in a game.
100%.
So and they're playing back at Heat's home court
They're
now.
playing no New York tomorrow. New
Yeah,
York tomorrow.
okay.
Yeah.
Even so, like,
Yeah.
Heat are
It's
just like they're such a playoff team. We've talked about this before, but like them and the Bucks, and I mean, who else have we kind of talked about? They were just like playoff teams. But yeah, they're just a playoff team who just show up when it comes. And they're built for
yeah,
this type of
100%.
this stage. So yeah, I mean, Heat are going to go through. I I mean, have you got anything else on that? Because I mean, it kind of leads to what Sixers and Celtics, which has been a pretty
Mm,
good series so far. And
yeah. Definitely has
assuming
been a good
Heat
series.
win, yeah, what do you think about Sixers
Honestly,
Celtics?
I wouldn't know. I would not know who to pick in that series. Like,
Mm,
either team can turn it on at any time. Like, James Harden's got that switch. Obviously, game 1 he had 45, the go-ahead bucket to win.
mm,
Game 2 was pretty quiet. Game 3 was also quite pretty quiet. Game 4 obviously hit the game winning three,
mm.
and then yeah, today he was pretty good. It was pretty good today. I just
Yeah.
think I don't know, this Sixers Celtics series is way too hard to pick. I feel like both teams are so evenly matched. Either team can have an off game.
Mm,
Like, there can be a game where Jason Tatum shoots like today he shot like 10 for 27 or something, like low percentage, not efficient. Honestly, the best player right now for the Celtics is Malcolm Brogdon.
mm.
He's balling, man. Like,
Yeah.
easily right now, he's the most consistent. He's really good on defense. And he's kind of that bench leader. They really needed that last season, I think.
Mm,
I don't know. If I think if Celtics can, I think if Boston can bring it back not tomorrow, on Saturday, I think they can definitely win Game 7, because it'll be their home court advantage. I just think
mm,
Boston in Game 7 would be a bit too hard. But I mean, teams have done it before. Teams in Boston have kind of, like, Game 7s in Boston, it's happened before, like LeBron 2018, obviously that happened as well. It's really anyone's game if the Celtics bring it back. But yeah, this series has been the hardest to pick by far. Like, I even think like the next series we'll talk about is Nuggets Suns. That's hasn't been as difficult as this one to pick. Just because they have an on and off switch, and it seems to go on and off way more than usual in the playoffs.
Mm.
But yeah, what are your thoughts as a Sixers fan? Obviously,
Yeah.
quite happy about it at the moment.
I'm like actually really surprised that we were able to get a game from them in Boston like that to push it to like now we're 1 game away. Like it's actually like wow. Like I believe in my team, but like we know the Sixers the past couple of years, like it's just
100%.
do well in the regular season, like a top 3 seed, and then you don't really do much in the playoffs. So maybe it's different this time. James, like James Harden shot 8 times today. Like he had 10 free throws. Well, yeah, like eight out of 10 free throws, but like he only had to shoot 8 times, and then Maxi went off for 30. Like with both Sixers and Celtics, it's just it has to be a team defense because anyone can go off. Like anyone can just really disrupt the game. Like Tobias Harris constantly kind of gets put to the side, and like he doesn't really have that, that dog, you know. He doesn't really have that. We've known that for a bit. But then again, he could turn it on at any time. You give him the ball in that low post, in that low post. Like we have so many weapons. So does the Celtics. So yeah, it's just going to be like whoever wants to show up. But yeah, I do back us. Even if it comes to a game 7, I think something different about this Philly team in that having Harden there, having a real like superstar in him along with Embiid, I think they can bring it out in game 7. But if they don't win in game 6, it's going to be like it's going to be a fucking tough game.
Yeah,
game 7.
I think so too.
But
I think where Philly kind of have the edge this year is they've got those like not the edge against Boston, but against other teams. Like they've got that really gritty attitude and players like PJ Tucker. I mean, it's kind of funny to say, but like Georges Niang is kind of turning into that type of dude.
Yeah,
where
he's a bit of a pest.
They can ruffle some feathers. Obviously, yeah, kind of pesty vibes. And yeah, they kind of have those dogs like on that team, which kind of match up well with Boston because Brent Williams, Marcus Smart. Yeah, Al Horford can sometimes be a bit of a pest, sometimes too. But yeah, if this series goes to 7, I really can't pick it. I actually really hope, not Boston, Philly go through just for the MVP narrative.
Yeah,
I think, and I think they haven't made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I can't remember the last time because I think the last time where they were super close is when Kawhi hit the shot in the corner.
Which
that was their last proper time where they were like inches or like inches away.
But that was a lucky shot. Let's be real. In my opinion,
yeah, I think
in my opinion,
this is it's going to be a good end to the series. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, 100%.
Is the next game lock?
Yeah, I mean before I go to that,
it was a lucky shot.
I know
it was a lucky shot.
I know people clown on Embiid. Like as soon as he won the MVP this year, they were like, here, N-word, damn MVP, like because he just complained about it, and so it's actually funny if he does make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like an MVP is supposed to win that, if we're looking at kind of proving it. But yeah, fuck. Anyway, Lakers Warriors.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'll tell you what, I did not see this one coming. I did not see it coming. There is no way in hell that the Warriors are going to lose game 6. Not game 6, sorry, game 5. Game 5. There is no way. I just can't see them losing game 5 at home with this much on the line. Kind of a few, Clay is so inconsistent, ridiculously inconsistent. Jordan Poole hasn't hit a shot all playoffs, it seems like. Draymond's actually been okay, but some poor decisions down the stretch, obviously yesterday, with that turnover. Steph is Steph, but he can also have his off games where I feel like when Steph isn't a huge assist man in one game, they don't go as well because he's not. I know he had like 30 plus, but I feel like that game he could have easily had like 50. But I feel like when he doesn't take over games in that sense, I just don't think the Warriors are as good. And obviously, kind of, there's some accountability on obviously his surrounding teammates that can't hit shots. But
Mm.
I feel like if that's the case, he did try to hit a big shot down the stretch to tie the game. I thought
Mm.
was kind of a poor decision. But I mean, now I'm kind of contradicting myself. But
Yeah.
yeah, I honestly didn't expect. I didn't expect the Lakers to be this good. AD with his inconsistencies, best
Mm.
defensive player in the league. When he's
Yeah.
on, when he's firing, he's the best defensive player in the league. He can
Yeah.
play on the perimeter. He can play inside. He's yeah, it's very hard to score on him.
Yeah. He just his presence and like in the Grizzlies series, like he just forced a lot of tough floaters for Ja
Mm,
to make. He
yeah,
really like stood up to where Ja like couldn't get around him, do his normal thing, and then he had to kind of
mm,
take a floater or like back it up, shoot a jumper.
mm,
Um, yeah, like just his presence, like he's been like wow, and like yeah, Warriors are just like they got it tough because you don't really have anyone to guard AD. You don't really have anyone to guard LeBron. Like Andrew
yeah,
Wiggins is
true.
there, Gary Payton, but then again, like height and weight is what
It's LeBron
each of
James, for
them.
God's sake. Like,
Yeah, it's LeBron. Like it's tough. I think in Warriors' minds, like you want to hit them early and get them
mm,
dysfunctional, get them kind of
yeah,
getting mad at each other because we know they probably don't have the best chemistry. They're still always new. Any LeBron teams always new to each other,
yeah,
and they're impatient because they're like, okay, we got LeBron, we got to win. But
yeah,
unfortunately, they didn't hit him early. But then Steph, like you never count him out. When he's backed against the wall, he'll always pull something
mm,
out. So I think you're right. I wasn't initially agreeing, but he probably is gonna. They are going to win Game 6, and it's gonna end up being a Game 7.
you mean game five? You mean game
No,
five
no,
into a
yeah,
game
sorry,
six?
until Game
Yeah,
6. To where like then the pressure's actually back on to the Lakers. I think if you
yeah,
if you
I
lose
think so.
one game,
I kind of think so as well.
but
But I
yeah,
think like yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Lakers will want to lose game five so they can win in game six, so they can win at home.
really,
Like I honestly like I wouldn't be surprised like if they not like you can't actually throw a game. Like you can't throw a game. But I don't know. I kind of disagree on the chemistry, the Lakers chemistry thing.
yeah,
I feel like because LeBron teams in the past, it was like we have to win. Like we have to. Like I understand that this team, like, yeah, like we have to win. But I feel like there's such a good vibe. Like there's such a good vibe on that team, I think. And like obviously, like I feel like Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, like they're all these really good locker room guys. And like obviously great NBA players. But when they did the Westbrook trade, they wanted to trade for pieces that wouldn't disturb the locker room. They wanted pieces that would obviously enhance the on-court play. And I think that honestly, like if Westbrook's in that team and they don't make the trade, they're not even making the playoffs. Like these players have like transformed like the Lakers, and I actually think it takes pressure off LeBron, like
mm,
because he doesn't have to score. He's got D'Lo, who I know D'Lo is like one of the most inconsistent players in the NBA, but when he's on, and he
mm,
can take that pressure off LeBron. AD, I know he's inconsistent as well, but you get one good game out of either of those two players. You add 15 from Reeves, you add 20 from LeBron, you add I don't know 10 from Rui Hachimura, who's been killing it in the playoffs when he gets game time.
yeah,
Because they're not playing it. They're not really playing him as much now. I'm not sure if it's because he's a bit more of a liability on defense, or I'm not sure what it is because he's
yeah.
not really playing much now.
I don't get it. I think he's been solid defensively, and
Yeah.
now they finally play Lonnie Walker, even though like
Mm.
you just haven't played him in the playoffs, and he's a solid, really solid piece off the bench. Like an
Yeah.
athlete, run the floor, he'll play D, he'll shoot. Like I
Hmm.
understand why you play him most of the year and then you just don't in the playoffs. And then Troy Brown Jr., who played most of the year. I don't know if he's injured, although I might need to check on that.
No,
But
I just think he's out of the rotation.
it just doesn't make sense to make these really last minute changes. Like it's working, But
Yeah, it's working,
uh,
and I understand it's like the playoffs as well. But
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like either of those players could do a job. Like, yeah, I don't know. I really hope Lakers pull away with it in Game 5, but I just don't. I don't see it happening. I
mm,
think whoever they verse out of the Nuggets and Suns is going to be one of the best playoff series we're going to see for a while. I really think
yeah,
so.
fuck,
I think I would prefer the Nugget. I would prefer Denver solely on the fact that AD can guard Jokic.
mm,
Far out if they get Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, which we'll get to in a sec.
yeah,
I don't know, man. I do not know what's going to happen. Like that will be the hardest series to pick.
yeah,
Hardest series to pick. I really don't know.
super
But
tense
yeah,
series. But yeah, we'll see.
yeah. But yeah. Let's hop into the next one. We've obviously got, like I mentioned before, Denver and Phoenix. Two really good teams. Denver obviously went up 2-0, and then Phoenix kind of brought the series back to 2-2, and then Denver obviously won today. Even in Game 4, Jokic had 53 and 11 assists, I'm pretty sure, and they still couldn't win. That was crazy. I think kind of everyone around him had a bit of an off night though.
Mm,
But today, a lot better. They were up by like 25 at one stage. Um, this Denver team can go all the way. Like this Denver team can seriously go all the way. They're so much different than previous years.
mm,
I'm not sure what it is. I really don't
yeah,
know what it is. Like, is it Michael Porter Jr. maturing, not being injured as much? Aaron Gordon's kind of that perfect like X factor kind of thing. Like his defense has improved. He was a borderline all star this year.
mm,
Um, they've obviously got KCP, who's an elite 3 and D player. Bruce Brown, who's just all about hustle and fundamentals. Obviously, Christian Brown, the rookie's been really good, man. Like he's been really good. Dean up Kevin Durant. Oh.
mm.
And yeah, so I don't know. Phoenix good though. I don't know, man. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the main difference is that like they got guys who like KCB's been around the league. He I thought he was going to be out after kind of a couple of
Mm,
years after the 2019 championship, which he actually played really well in that series. But you just got guys who have bounced around a bit, and I think they've found somewhere that they really want to be. You've got a great culture in Denver with Mike Malone,
100%.
and defensively, I think this is the best team that they've had, you know,
Definitely.
in
100%.
since Jokic has been there. Like they got
Yeah.
guards who can just guard. They got forwards who can guard. They got athletes that can like I feel like they're just more motivated to play defense because they see someone like Bruce Brown come in and
Mm,
just like hustle like crazy. KCP comes in and hustles like crazy. It just kind of lifts the team. And like Jokic is while he's a bit of a liability on defense, it's sometimes the best defense is a good offense, and he'll
yeah, that's true.
drop an insane stat line to kind of keep them afloat. I want for the storyline because Denver have been knocking on the door for so long. And they were
Mm,
in the Western Conference Finals in 2019. No, were they in the bubble?
I think
I'm getting it wrong.
no, the
Um,
bubble was second round.
so like second round. But yeah, they've been knocking on the door.
They had been in the Western Conference Finals. I think that wasn't it last year against the Warriors?
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah.
I have no idea, bro.
Whatever it
I need
was.
to fact check that.
Yeah. But however, like they've been knocking on the door for a bit, and I think it would be pretty frustrating to see a team like Phoenix who have been building their team, but like they just trade for KD, and
Mhm.
it almost feels a bit cheap for them to kind of get where they need to go or get to the Western
Yeah,
Conference Finals now. But then again, like you still got to put it on the court, you still got to play. Um,
yeah.
Suns are still like I didn't really. I'm turning around a bit on Devin Booker because he continues to show that he really is
Oh,
like
bro,
elite. Like he
killer,
just scores from anywhere.
killer.
Yeah, he's insane. And I do love the Suns roster. How you got Josh Okogie like playing his defense, Cameron Payne off the bench. Like they still have a solid bench. People saying they don't have a good bench, like TJ Warren off the bench. Like they still
Yeah, Torrey Craig as
Corey
well.
Craig.
Landry
Um,
Shamet,
yeah, like they got
big
solid
boy Jock Landale.
pieces. Jock Landale, the fucking Aussie, good on him.
Mm.
like they're solid. Like both teams are solid. As I even think Suns have a deeper bench than Denver. And then Terrence Ross as well. Like you have guys who can just come on and give good minutes, veterans. Um, Again, I don't know where it goes for me. I think Suns will eventually. I think star power will unfortunately just like take out Denver, and it
Yeah.
might lead to an off season where Denver is like reevaluating things. But but
I
Denver
mean, for the
might get
sake of
there.
the
You know.
for the sake of the for the sake of the franchise, I really hope that they don't get
Mm,
taken out like by the Suns.
yeah.
Devin Booker is showing why he's an MVP caliber player, man. Like he
Mm,
is on another level. He averaged like 37 or something in the first round.
mm,
And still producing. He can just score from anywhere, like elite
mm.
skill, like unbelievable. Kevin Durant's Kevin Durant. DeAndre Ayton, man, like, oh, I just can't. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Like the bitchy attitude, bro. Like
He's a
I don't
diva.
understand. He's a diva. Is the perfect explanation for who he is. Like diva, he's soft. He can't guard. Like I know he can defend the rim, but he can't guard Jokic. Not that anyone can really guard Jokic, but
Mm,
Jock Landale is doing a pretty good job coming off the bench.
mm,
I don't think like Aiden's going to be a starter for a long time, but I think Jock's going to get a lot more minutes than he's been used to, which is good for him. It'll be a good test for him as well to kind of see where he's at. But he's been playing solid, man. Like with the minutes that he's getting, he played good today. I think he had 9 points, 5 rebounds in not a lot of minutes.
mm.
Yeah, he knows his role. Yeah, this is also it was the 2020 bubble. Yeah, you were right
2020,
on
yeah.
that
So
front.
what's the
Yeah,
bubble?
I always thought it was the second round, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
Uh,
I'm thinking of the Anthony Davis shot to win that game
yeah.
3 or something. But yeah, I think. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say Denver's gonna win. I'm gonna say Denver's gonna win in 6. I think they're gonna win. I didn't think I'd say it, but I think they're gonna win in Phoenix. Something
I
about it.
want that.
I'm
Yeah.
a betting man though. I'm a betting man though. I like to take like the underdog and like
Yeah.
all that stuff. But yeah, fingers crossed they take out the series because I'll just like them to make a run, like a deeper run than they have in the past. Jokic deserves it. Mike Malone deserves it. Jamal Murray deserves it after all the injury, obviously.
Mm,
Yeah, this is good series.
yeah.
So Miami and Heat with Miami and New York. We've said Miami's going to win in 5.
Yeah, I think next has to be next. I
Yeah, I
don't
think
think
it has to
this
be fun.
drags on. Nah. Yeah.
Celtics Sixers. I'm going to say Sixers in 7. I
Yeah.
think Boston will win game 6, and then I think I think Lakers will win the series against the Warriors. I just can't see a world where the Warriors come back from 3-1 down.
Mm,
Just with the inconsistent play that they've had over the past kind of year or so. Obviously not last year because they won the chip, but kind of obviously this season wasn't it was a very roller coaster kind of season.
mm.
But yeah, I got Lakers in 6. I think I'm confident with that.
Yeah.
I think you think that they're going to come back and they're going to force a game 7.
No, I actually think Lakers will just finish it next game.
Oh, okay.
Game 5. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I
Maybe,
hope so. I hope so.
yeah. Maybe I said the opposite earlier on, but no, I
They're
actually
playing
do
tomorrow,
think.
actually. They're
Yeah.
playing tomorrow.
Oh shit, I'm at athletics Carter for school. Let me just
Hey,
pull
no,
out my phone.
no work meetings tomorrow for that one. That's good.
Oh, actually, I got a question. Do you?
Yes.
Because I know you think LeBron's the GOAT, right? And I agree. I think
Oh,
he's
yeah.
okay.
My mind changes all the time, man.
Okay.
I don't know. TikTok's a crazy thing.
um,
TikTok can do things to a man. But yeah.
do you think that this if LeBron gets this ring here, um, do you think that solidifies his case for being the GOAT, or is it still like, nah, he needs another ring?
Mm. Personally, for me, I think like it solidifies him
Yeah.
personally. But people are always going to bring up like the undefeated MJ 6-0, whatever. I just think they're so
Yeah.
good in that. I think they're so good in their own right. Like different
Yeah.
eras, completely different way of playing.
Mm.
But yeah, if he wins another one, like LeBron is my opinion, clear cut, like clear cut.
Mm.
MJ can't do anything else to further his legacy anyway. So
He can turn the Hornets into a playoff team,
yeah,
which
yeah,
will never happen.
never happened. Never
Yeah.
happened. But yeah, I don't know. What about you? I mean, you seem like he's your like clear cut right now.
I think
but
he's clear cut right now, but like it would kind of sway more people if he got that
I
fifth
think so.
one.
I think
Considering the circumstances, like yeah, like being at his age, people just continually look over. It's become a bit of a meme now. He's like, he's
so. Yeah,
36, you know, but like
yeah.
he really, well, he's 37 or something now. Like he's
38,
really
I think. Yeah,
38.
he's
Fucking
old, bro. He's
see, like
old,
he
bro.
gets a ring at 38. Who else does that leading
Yeah,
a big market team like the Lakers? Like, nah.
yeah.
But hey, we'll see. Next
We will
episode.
see. We
Yeah.
will see. Yeah, 100% next episode.
Yeah.
Next episode. What will next episode be? We'll do our next episode round 2 review. So the round 2 should be completely finished by next week. And then we'll kind of preview the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals, and then kind of just see who we think's going to go all the way. Plenty more episodes to come. I just remembered the Boomers squad got announced
Yeah.
the other day. No Ben Simmons, which is interesting. But I do think it would have been good for his confidence. I think it would have been good to get his confidence back. I think they should have put him in there anyways, just to give him the experience and kind of because, bro, I'm telling you right now, like if he got an inch of confidence in the FIBA World Cup, oh my god, oh my god. But yeah, I think we could do it like we could do a little breakdown episode at some stage. Obviously, FIBA World Cup's in August. I know it's a bit away, but we did for the Olympics. We did episodes around that as well for the Boomers. So that might be something we look at doing in the future. Haven't spoken a lot about this at all, but just kind of bringing up on the podcast. I know we can't say no though because he'd be keen. I'd hope, but
Yeah, let's go.
But yeah, all right. We'll leave that there. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next Wednesday. Well, Friday when we post it. But yeah,
Laters.
see you there with bells on. Peace.